Hey guys, now in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a smart case from Pitaka. I call it a smart case because it has extra buttons that allow it to be configured to activate different programs on your phone, especially on the Samsung Galaxy S24 lineup. Specifically, we're going to be looking at the S24 Ultra. And this right here is the pin button case from Pitaka. In addition to that, we're going to be taking a look at their Pitaka MagEZ car mount. And this is their Mount Pro 2. And we're going to see how this works as well. This comes right on time because the car mount that I have now kind of needed to be replaced. Let's go and check them out. Now, Pitaka has been around for quite some time, creating cases and accessories for a lot of different mobile devices, from smartphones to tablets, Android devices like the Samsung lineup and also the iPhone lineup. They've been doing quite a bit. And what you can see here are the two products that we're taking a look at right now. This is the pin button case, and then here is the Mag car charger, the MagEZ car mount. So first, let's take a look at the case. We'll put this aside for a second. And the case here, super cool case. It's made out of an aramid fiber, which is a very durable material. This thing is like really, really good stuff. And it's also super thin. And when we take it out at first, you're going to be thrown off for a couple things. First of all, this is a MagSafe case, which we're going to see how it works. And you can see the mag ring right here. And then as I flip it over, you'll notice that it is a very ultra thin case, but it's a very protective case because of that aramid fiber that we're talking about. Now, what I want you to notice is what's going on here. Notice this. I'm going to show you both sides. So here are the buttons that you typically have: your power button and your volume rocker. And then over here, you have 3 extra buttons. Well, these buttons are NFC buttons. That means that you can actually program these using your phone and also routines to activate different things. So for example, one of the things that I do, and I found a little bit frustrating on my phone, especially with some of the updates, is it's hard to find Google Voice, and I don't want to say the hey, right, to activate it. So I have programmed it. Now, the other thing I go into a lot is, for example, I go into my work email. This button, I can program it. So all I do is tap it and it launches my email just like that. I don't have to find it. And the third button, I can do whatever I'd like. Literally, what I have is 3 buttons, 3 functional buttons that I can program to whatever I want and then change it whenever I want. That is super powerful. Now, I'm going to take my S24 Ultra and put it just like this in here. And we're going to take a look at some of the features here. So first of all, you can see that it's giving you really ample lens protection. So it rises right above your lenses, so you don't have to worry about it. Check it out right there. So you can see how that works. You have really, really good protection. See how that goes right there? It's right above it. So that's really nice. And then what you have here is good protection for your screen. So you notice the lips right here, they go up really high, which is really nice. And it doesn't add a lot of thickness to it, but it adds enough that if you were to rest your phone like this, you don't have to worry about touching the countertop. So pretty solid, right? So this is definitely something that works. Now we're going to see if the, again, that MagSafe charger is going to work, or the MagSafe technology. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right here, and you'll notice how it's connected, and you can see that it's also charging as well. So this case supports MagSafe, which means any MagSafe devices that were made for Android devices and also devices that were made for Google, or actually Apple devices, will work as well. However, I kind of tend to lean towards the Android ones because they do faster charging. Now, let's take a look at what we have with this case and how it works. I'm going to show you something. All right, now let me show you what's going to happen if I were to tap the top button. I'm going to go ahead and tap it, and you'll notice that it says NFT tag scanned, but there's nothing there. So what you could do with Android is you can actually program what you want an NFC tag to do. Let me show you. This one at the very bottom is programmed. Watch what's going to happen. Notice that? It launched Google. Now you could put any program to launch. I'm going to set it up to launch Outlook. Watch how we do that. Now the very first step is we're going to go into settings. And when we go into settings, we're going to basically look for routines, right? So you're going to go into the routines section, and it's called modes and routines. And once you go into modes and routine, what you could do is you can actually create a routine. So I'm going to tap on routine, and you notice I have one that says Google Voice. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the plus sign, and then I'm going to look at the if statement. If, and we're going to type here NFC tag, right? And I'm going to tap the tag, and I'm going to press this middle button right here because it hasn't been programmed, right? That one is, if that one is activated, I'm going to call it Outlook, right? Because I want it to launch Outlook for me. Right. So now if NFC tag Outlook gets pressed, what I want it to do is to open up a program. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in apps, right? And I'm going to say open an app. It's going to give me the list of all the apps that are available. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for Outlook. And there is open Outlook, right? And now I'm going to hit done. So now, if you notice what's saying on the screen here, if the NFC tag Outlook is tapped, the action is that it's going to open up Outlook. And again, you could do, there's all different type of routines that you can go with. I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to just, this routine is going to be open Outlook. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and save it. All right. So now I have my open Outlook and my Google Voice. I'm going to go out, and now I'm going to tap this one right here. Do it again. And notice how it opened up Outlook. Superpower. I want to get into Google Voice without having to say it. Push the button, and it's open. This is cool. Super cool. Now, the next thing we're going to take a look at is the actual car mounting system. And I actually love this style. I use these a lot in our cars. And I actually have an extra one that I take with me on vacation so that, because it's just easier if I have a rental car just to use this. So here what you see is the actual charging solution, the mounting solution. And I'm just going to take this guy right here and put it right here so you can see. See, it just mounts right there. It just works, right? That's all there is to it. You'll notice that it has, there's a cable here, USB-C to USB-C. And then this is where the magic happens. Let's go ahead and take this out. This has a vent mount solution, and there's some pieces that just came out of there, okay? It has a vent mount solution, and there's really nothing else there. There's no real, is there a user guide? Let's see, in the user guide, there's a little brochure here that was hidden. Just gotta take it out. Yeah, there it is right here. So it probably has a little instructional video and stuff like that, but there isn't anything else here. So we'll set this to the side. Now, you could use all these different accessories to do any kind of adjustments that you need. And this is going to be for routing of your cable. So you can see how you can route the cable, especially depending on where your plugs are located. Now, in my car, my plugs are located towards the bottom and my vent is on the bottom. So I normally put my phone in the bottom. I won't need this here. But the way this works is you remove this part from here. You put this in, snap it in like this. I'll now tighten it up. And what this is going to do is this is going to allow you to basically set the angle, right? So let's say you have in your car like this, you'll be able to do like this, and then you'll be able to tighten it. And then once it's tightened, it's not going to move. So right now, that's the position for it. Now over here, this is pretty cool because what ends up happening is you're going to see me moving this forward like this. See how that comes out? This is going to go into your vent system, and then it's going to catch. What you'll do is you bring this back, and as it's pulling it in, it's going to catch on the vents. So you know how your car has those vents? It's going to catch on the vent and hook on right there. Now, once that's connected, then all will happen is you'll basically put it like this, and you're set to go. Now, I've connected the actual wireless charger to a power brick that supports fast charging. And I'm going to go ahead and place it right here. And notice that the message is fast wireless charging is supported. And that's really important. The cool thing about having fast wireless charging is that as you're driving your car, if you're using Google Maps or Android Auto for that matter, or if you're using Apple Play, because this will work with an Apple device as well, you're basically going to get the fastest possible charge so that you're not depleting your battery faster than if you're using it. So that's really important to me. I really want to increase my battery life while I'm driving and not decrease it because I'm using all those features. So guys, that wraps up our review. See you in the next video.